Hello guys and welcome to another Age of Empires 4 casted game. This time we have LoueMT playing as the Japanese in the color blue against his opponent playing as the English in his signature color yellow. It is Beastie. Welcome everybody to another casted game. I have been hearing some things about Louis that he has been playing Japanese only these days. I wonder what he's cooking now. I wonder if he come up with other strategy other than, you know, fast castle into Mount Samurai, into relics, into 2TC, into mass infantry, into GG. Now when it comes to the late game, both civilizations are actually very good. English, probably the best late game civilization, just because of the infinite passive gold income. And there are many games with English where you don't finish them in the castle age and they just go to Imperial, and it's just so hard because they just send so many man-at-arms and they can just have infinite man-at-arms. So it's a tough situation. It's a tough situation when you get to the late game against the English. However, Japanese doesn't get behind, to be honest. I'm not really sure which one is the best in the late game between Japanese and English. I think Japanese does very good. At least for me, I already learned that I don't go late game against Japanese. Like, even if Abbasid have a pretty rough time, they just have too much passive income. Passive income from the gold, from the stone and gold. Actually, let's talk about this opening because it's really interesting. One villager on gold, 2 villagers on stone. That's the distribution we're gonna see today. 2 forges. Wow. Interesting. I mean, the only reason why you will want 2 here is because you either want to upgrade this to a daimyo manor. Probably you can think about like like going cavalry to get that early knight to harass. That could be an option. Katana Bannerman, I'm not so sure about it. And Yumi, I also not so sure about it, but this is indeed a very interesting opening. Louis has been cooking here. They didn't lie when Louis was playing Japanese the whole day, man. This is a very interesting opening. You age up on 240, 250, and you're already almost there with the stone. So I think this is a better distribution with villagers. Like, we used to see the demo build where back in the day when the Japanese just got released, they will just send like 5 villagers on stone just to age up with the gold, with the passive gold you get from here. And then you get the, you know, you upgrade your town center or go for a second TC. Pretty much you already have the stone for free. But Louis just took it to the next level. It's like, you know what? Actually, the distribution is 1 on gold, 2 on stone, and that's how it's gonna be. And looks like he's gonna have enough to upgrade this town center by the time he ages up, with no problem at all. Meanwhile, Abbey of Kings going up for Beastie, gonna get that king right away. I'm probably thinking about going for a second town center as well. We don't see him going to the stone yet. Probably be thinking about going to Castle Age as well. Just because if you go for a second town center and then go to Castle Age, probably it's too late for you. And the Japanese will just grab all the relics. So he might be thinking about, you know what, I'm just gonna go castle as well. Harass a little bit with the knight. And, you know, have a better chance on grabbing those relics. And in any case, you can get the King's Palace and you can get a second town center for free with English. Looks like town center is gonna get upgraded here for Louis. Under the 5-minute mark, and the question of the day is which military building he's gonna build, because you already have this. There you go. It's gonna be the archer range. We're gonna see some archers from the Japanese, which is not very common. Just because their archers are weaker. But at the same time, like, you already have the Butterman. And the Butterman solved that issue. And these archers, while they are weak, they are fast. And they are cheap. They are dirty cheap. Take a look at this. 30-35. 30-35. Only a handful of resources for Yumi Ashigaru. And they also train really fast. 13 seconds each. I believe if you put a Yoroshiro there, you get them like in 4 or 3 seconds. Tower also gonna go up for Louis. He knows King is gonna come soon. Expect the King, but you got the Clown as instead. And archers are out with the Yubi Butterman. Look at that. Nothing like having some archers here on the field with the Japanese at the minute 6. The Yumi Ashigaru rush. Take a screenshot of this. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. King gonna go there. Now the King got nerfed, remember, so he's gonna be late to the party. The good thing is there's not much the archers can do to the King. Although, wait, I already have 6 archers here, so should be feeling very good about it. Just gonna need a little bit of a stun to upgrade this. There you go, passive, fast passive stun already there for Louis, and the knight already arrived. He's gonna charge into the villager, but he's not gonna be able to kill any villager, I believe. Just gonna be pushed back, and 7 archers are already there for Louis. And let's see what you can do with this. Now, I think this is a strategy that can work really well. Especially at 7 minutes into the game, you already have like these archers, which are fast. So in any case, unless you're playing against the Holy Roman Empire, you can run away. Unless there's some cavalry, but these guys are cheap, to be honest. And instead of just going naked fast castle, you already have a handful of units that you can harass. Now, while I think this strategy is really legit, I'm not really sure if English is the right civilization to do it against. Like, it can work pretty well against pretty much everyone. Oh, look at Beasties already aging up with the King's Palace. And Louis, nowhere near aging up. He's pretty much almost halfway there. And to be honest, there's not much you can do against the English. Especially with ranged units. Just gonna get melted here. And looks like Louis will scout the King's Palace. Managed to take down the villager. The problem is, now what? Now he knows he needs to go Castle Age himself. And I don't know if this was worth it, to be honest. There's quite a lot of resources that are already here. It's pretty much like 600 resources that went here. So I'm not so sure about this. Archers getting hit. There you go. And Floating Gate coming up for Louis now with 6 villagers. They're not gonna be there right away, but I already have a couple of archer range, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Onamushas. They're the crossbow unit for the Japanese. And looks like Louis is trying to escape. BC already knows this. Let's take a look at his vision. He already knows where he is, and looks like, unfortunately, these archers are gonna go down. Looks like he will try to take down the scout, but the scout managed to escape. And with that, I think Louis is just gonna lose all these units. Unfortunately for him, as well as the Bannerman. Well, sorry, we're already there for BC, so he will be grabbing those relics really soon. Floating Gate almost there. Let's take a look at where is Yoroshiro going. It's like Sable coming up here, so probably we're gonna see some Bone Samurai. And indeed, Yoroshiro is gonna go for the Bone Samurai. We're not gonna see like Onamusha. Never mind, there's some Onamushas here. Which is To be honest, I like the Onimusha unit in this case. They're pretty good against knights, and they do have a really good range attack. Like they attack really far away. Look at the 5.5 tiles range. That's really nice. Now they are a little bit expensive, like 80 foot, 60 gold. But Mount Samurai are already here. Gonna be able to charge. Nice charge here, and as well as the Uma Bannerman. Now remember, the Uma Bannerman actually buff also the Onimushas here. So they're gonna be having some extra attack. Wololo, not gonna happen here. Scout goes down. And looks like the priest also in a little bit of a tricky situation, cannot get that relic, and looks like these knights will charge into the priest. Priest goes down. Gonna have another one for free in a few seconds. But Onimusha is actually doing a really good job here. And Mon Samurai to tank the damage. I really like this composition. I feel like this is the way that Mongol was supposed to be played. Anyway, Beastie changing things up a bit. Gonna get those veteran horsemen. Let's take a look at Beastie's base. Classic farming transition for the English. So he's gonna be having a really nice food economy for supporting those horsemen out. Now Louis into the offensive. I got the range of those crossbow. Louis too deep into the English base. Gonna be careful not to lose those Onimushas. Mount Samurai can stay there quite a bit. King goes down, but it's gonna get another king really soon. And looks like the Mount Samurai tanked all the damage from the town center. And we're gonna see only mounted units here. Second town center coming up for Louis. Otherwise, he's gonna get behind on the villager count. Actually, he's already behind. Pretty much 11 villagers. So, you know, better late than never. Better late than never. Looks like Louis snipes that monk here, but looks like this relic is about to arrive home for Beastie. More economic upgrade for Louis. It's gonna get the Fudasashi. There you go. I don't really know what that means in Japanese. There was a time where I was studying Japanese where I was 15 years old. I studied for 3 years. And then when I arrived to China, I forgot everything because my brain cannot handle more information. And I really forgot all the words here. Like 3 years down the drain. Now, horsemen are already there. Question is, Onimushas are gonna be enough? Because they don't do extra damage against horsemen, and horsemen do extra damage against Onimushas. They do extra damage against archer units, so these are considered archer units, so horsemen do really well against them. More Onimushas coming for Louis. Not so much Mount Samurai here. It's gonna do a transition for mana drums anytime soon. Shinto Shrine already here. It's like have one relic at home. And Beastie taking another relic, so it's gonna be 2 for Beastie. More farms, as classic for the English. Look at that, as I say, farms, more farms are coming. Amazing stuff. Oh my god, we're already 40 minutes into the game. We haven't changed to income per minute. +2 range armor. Going up for Louis, and I really like this composition because you have a lot of map control. You can move from here and there, especially in the relic denial phase. You can really think about, you know, denying those relics really fast. Looks like another monk will go down. Wololo. But then looks like it's gonna happen. Managed to escape by a second. And looks like the priest is gonna grab this relic. Not gonna be able to grab the one that is supposed to go for Louis. So, while Beastie making the switch for crossbows. Crossbow Horseman. A really strong composition, to be honest. Horseman, really tanky unit. Crossbows will deal pretty much with anything that counters Horseman. So I really like it. And not so many military units for Louis. Looks like he's already transitioning for a classic infantry-only composition that we usually see with the Japanese, where they shine just because they do have the Odachi, and these guys have plenty of range armor. Combined with the Onabugeisha, they're just a deadly combo. And very cheap. Very, very cheap on gold. So we're gonna be grabbing their deer here, but BC already here. Gonna be taking down quite a few villagers. Well, these guys will try to finish the outpost really soon. Onamush has arrived on time, takes down the knight. BC looks like he's macroing for going that Imperial Age. He's very safe in his base. I love those walls. If there's something you can learn from BC, it's walling. He's really good at walling. I always feel like I'm playing Clash of Clans, like in when I watch BC plays, like very, very safe. He loves walling. He's one of the, I think, few top players. I want to say few, but not all the top players like walls. Probably because they come from other RTSs like StarCraft, where you don't wall. You know, it's more like kind of like new mechanic. A BC coming from StarCraft, I'm surprised he likes wall a lot. He's the guy who likes wall. That's something you really can learn from him. Like you cannot rate this guy. You cannot rate this guy. Now he has plenty of food already. Probably thinking about getting a market somewhere, but just to sell that food while it has a good price. And Berkshire is gonna be around the farm. It's not gonna be our super offensive Berkshire yet. Crossbow numbers. Now you gotta be careful here. Onamushas will do plenty of damage to those crossbows. And he's aging up, so the best thing he can do is just pull back for now. Try to take down a few units, but try not to lose too many crossbows. The problem is Onamushas are just really fast, as well as Onabugeisha, so they're gonna be able to take down this crossbow mass. Meanwhile, the horseman will go for a raid, but I already have a couple of outposts here, so food is pretty much safe for now. Now Louis will try to get into the English base. Not a really good idea, but definitely you can try. It's gonna see the Berkshire soon. Meanwhile, more production buildings coming up for BC. Let's take a look at how many. 6 barracks. We're gonna see a man-at-arms spam really soon. Already see first ones out. Armor clad as well coming up for them. +2 armor. Is it only melee armor? Range and melee armor. Oh my god. All this time I thought that it was only melee armor. And it was... No wonder they are so strong. Like, English, they all love to spam man-at-arms. No wonder why. It's just... I think if there's only one civilization that can deal with them, probably Holy Roman Empire and Japanese. Just because they do counter with the extra upgrade that he doesn't have yet. But he should. He should for sure. And now Beast is coming with those man-at-arms. Not upgraded yet, but you're gonna see more armor coming up for them. There you go. Oh my god. 8 range armor, 7 melee armor. These guys are really, really tanky. You want a tanky unit? Play English. You send man-at-arms. And Onamushas, not enough numbers to take down those man-at-arms. Crossbows already taking down the Onamushas. And Onabugeisha, just not enough DPS, not enough numbers for Louis. He does have plenty of food economy, but we don't see the man-at-arms Odachi coming up from him, so he's starting to have man-at-arms of his own just to deal with this. So Louis will get the knight with the boar here with a single horseman. And now Beast is just sending units non-stop. Farm transition looking really good for Louis, especially with the town center upgraded. Food economy looking really good for him for the moment. Should be able to get those man-at-arms really soon, but the problem is you need to age up, because these guys are gonna get elite upgrades soon. Technically in less than 1 minute, and they're just gonna be really tanky. And looks like Beastie will just send their man-at-arms right into the base. Says actually, never mind, hand cannoneers are already there. Huge damage coming out for them. Look at the samurais actually doing very decent damage. 16 damage. They do +4 for each attack against those man-at-arms. So if there's a unit that can stop this rush, it's actually the man-at-arms. You just need a lot of man-at-arms, a lot of them. Couple of ramps coming up for Beastie. Elite upgrades are already there. And elite army tactics also coming up for him. Meanwhile, Louis aging up with the Tanegashima gunsmith, rushing it with 25 villagers. Now the question is the timing. He's gonna age up. His gold economy is not exactly the best. BC already have a couple of man-at-arms here guarding the gold. He knows if he doesn't have access to the gold, he won't be able to get those juicy units. He doesn't know he's aging up yet. But Louis doesn't have the gold at the moment. That's a huge problem. And now Tanegashima gunsmith, it's already there. Hand cannoneers gonna get built from here. And not enough gold to get those upgrades. It looks like the man-at-arms will just go directly into the town center. Samurai just doing quite a lot of DPS, but these guys are about to get elite army tactics, and you're not gonna like it. Something like 49 man-at-arms. More man-at-arms here. And the Rams will take down the relics first. A classic relic snipe just to deny the only passive gold that Louis has at the moment. It's like Louis looking for gold somewhere and needs to build another monastery. Has 3 relics here. Is it 2 or 3? I don't know. I think it was 3. An outpost already here, and I don't know if there is Network of Citadels. It is Network of Citadels. It's online, and it's 40% attack speed for this man-at-arms. So these samurais, not elite upgrades yet. Unfortunately, gold not there for Louis. I wonder if this fight could have gone differently for him if he had the upgrades. And Louis taps out. Well played by these two players. I hope you enjoyed this match, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.